Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a focused learner who travels a lot, you already know the drill. Layovers are usually just something to endure, right? A tedious waiting game in some gray, boring terminal. But what if the airport was actually the highlight of your entire journey? Today, we're exploring 20 unbelievable features that absolutely redefine the whole travel experience. Okay, let's dive into this. Would you ever miss a flight on purpose? I know, it sounds like a completely absurd question, doesn't it? As travelers, we're practically conditioned to sprint to our gates, double-checking our boarding passes in a mild panic. But the incredible offerings at Hamad International present a genuine dilemma. When you've got access to a swimming pool, a spa, high-end designer shops, and world-class lounges, suddenly the idea of conveniently missing your connection doesn't sound so terrible, does it? And that brings us to the core premise of today's explainer, which is perfectly captured by this quote from our source material. Your layover might be just more exciting than your actual trip. We're looking at a luxurious space that takes the sheer exhaustion and boredom of transit and literally transforms it into a vacation of its own. It's a fascinating study in modern architecture, luxury commerce, and hospitality design, all operating under one massive roof. Here's our agenda for today. 1. The ultimate layover destination. 2. Rest, relax, and recharge. 3. Fine dining and oasis vibes. 4. Unbelievable luxury and shopping. And finally, 5. Rethinking your next layover. Section 1. The ultimate layover destination. Arrival and awe. Let's move to our first topic and see how this builds. The very moment you arrive, you can immerse yourself in Qatari culture without ever passing customs. It's called the souk, and it's a brilliant installation right inside the terminal. It features a traditional boat, local crafts, textiles, spices, perfumes, and games. If you want to grab the absolute perfect souvenir to prove you were in Doha, you can do it right here. It provides an immediate sense of place, which is something those traditional sterile airports completely lack. Beyond traditional culture, the airport itself operates as this massive world-class art gallery. And get this, you can take a free, self-guided tour right through it. Your Instagram feed is about to get a serious upgrade. You can hunt down world-renowned pieces scattered around the terminals, like the giant lamp bear dominating the south terminal or the massive car statue located up in the north. It turns a boring walk to a connecting flight into a totally interactive art exhibit. And actually, speaking of moving between terminals, you don't even have to walk if you don't want to. Doha's airport features a sleek passenger train that takes you straight across the north and south terminals. You can just sit back, relax, and soak in the futuristic vibe as you glide above the crowds in absolute style. Section 2. Rest, relax, and recharge. Recovery for the weary. And this brilliantly illustrates the spectrum of recovery options available, depending entirely on your budget. If you desperately need to sleep on a real bed, you don't have to contort yourself across a row of uncomfortable waiting area chairs anymore. You can choose a budget-friendly power nap in the dedicated sleep and fly pods. Or you can upgrade entirely to a premium sleep experience at the Oryx Hotel, which is located directly inside the airport. Let's talk numbers for a second. For the ultimate premium rest, checking into the Oryx Hotel will run you up to $350 per night. Now, sure, it's a premium price, but for a traveler on a massive multi-day journey across the globe, having a completely silent room and a real mattress just steps away from their next departure gate, that is an invaluable luxury. On the other hand, look at this figure, $55. That is the access fee for the Vitality Center located right above the Oryx Hotel. For $55, you can hit the gym to pump iron between flights, or, and just imagine telling your friends this, you can go for a swim in an actual airport swimming pool. It's a totally different and way more refreshing approach to killing time between flights. Oh, and it gets better. For $70, you can book an express facial or a massage treatment at the spa, which actually includes your pool access too. Premium flyers, like first and business class or elite members, get exclusive lounges with sprawling buffets, private knot pods, and full showers. And for families, there are these awesome interactive kids' play zones in the South Terminal and within the lounges, designed specifically to burn off all that extra pre-flight energy. Section 3. Fine dining and oasis vibes, upgrading the experience. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the brilliant blending of nature and commerce. This is called the Orchard. It's a full-on indoor garden right in the middle of the airport, complete with tropical trees, flowing waterfalls, and a really serene ambience. It even features tiny nap houses where you can sneak in a quick snooze surrounded by all this greenery. It's an architectural marvel where modern nature meets luxury airport vibes, entirely designed to just lower a traveler's blood pressure. Surrounding these beautiful spaces is a staggering culinary journey. You've got everything from your standard fast food courts and local Middle Eastern bites all the way up to genuine Gordon Ramsay fine dining. Want a luxury afternoon tea? Head to the Hermes Tea Room. Need a chic pastry and premium coffee? You have the Fendi Bar and Ralph's Cafe, literally places where high fashion meets high-end coffee. I mean, as our source material jokingly points out, calories simply don't count in airports, right? To top off your Oasis experience, if you just want to sit back and be entertained, you can actually visit the airport's mini cinema area. You can catch a movie or tune into a news channel while waiting for your flight. It's just one more fantastic way to make a couple of hours completely disappear. Section 4. Unbelievable luxury and shopping, the extravagance. Okay, this right here is a shopaholic's extreme dream. I mean, why buy a bag of potato chips when you can literally walk into the airport gold shop and purchase pure gold bars and diamond jewelry? You can visit the Doha duty-free boutiques to buy niche royal perfumes, so you smell like absolute royalty when you board. You can browse designer clothes, shoes, and watches from legendary fashion houses like Dior and Hermes. And if you somehow need to upgrade your tech on the go, there's a fully stocked Apple shop with the newest iPhones and MacBooks. Which, of course, leads to this very necessary piece of advice from our source material. Just try not to max out your card before boarding your flight. It is incredibly easy to get swept up in the staggering amount of luxury available here, especially when you have hours to kill and shops that rival Fifth Avenue right at your fingertips. And for the truly elite traveler, specifically Platinum and Gold members, there is the LV Lounge. This is the ultimate, exclusive spot to sip VIP coffee and try exquisite desserts in an environment designed purely for relaxing in high style. So, the crucial point is that this airport pushes the absolute boundaries of reality. Forget buying a duty-free chocolate bar. If you're feeling lucky, you can enter the duty-free luxury car raffle. You can literally win a Jaguar or McLaren while waiting for your connection. Just pause for a second. Imagine the phone call to your family, explaining that you want a supercar on your layover in Qatar. No way, right? Section 5. Rethinking your next layover. A paradigm shift. So, we've covered 20 different things that completely upend the traditional, miserable layover experience. From giant art installations and indoor tropical orchards to literally buying gold bars and swimming in an airport pool. It makes you realize that transit doesn't have to be a chore. It can be an event all on its own. So I leave you with this question. If you landed in Doha today, which of these 20 things would you do first? We hope your next layover is just as extra as this incredible airport. Safe travels, and thanks for joining this explainer.